That's not good. And welcome back to the Tomb of Horrors. So, apparently, looks like I'm going to have some issues here. What is going on? I take a mighty little break there and the camera goes completely wonky. Let's do this. We need that. Just check that up there. And white balance and everything else is off. And man, not cool. So anyway, yeah. So welcome back to the Tomb of Horrors. Necromagnus presents the Tomb of Horrors. Because the plague is still ravaging our players, so we're going to continue the one-shot adventure of the Tomb of Horrors. So I've got a wonderful idea of how we're going to get the characters disseminated, because it's not any one person's characters, but what's really awesome about this is that the characters, or the players, are going to have to deal with the choices of the previous players of the characters. So, and we're going to pick it like we're going to pick teams in school when it's like, so-and-so, you get to pick first, but we're going to roll off for it, so that's fair. Whoever rolls the highest is going to get the character. But, we're running a little behind because we're still down a player. It's supposed to show up about 13 minutes ago. Haven't had a chance to do anything to get him to where he's, everybody's, his camera's set up or the names are changed for the characters. So we're going to roll off live for the characters and then do some on-the-fly editing of the titles and whatnot. And we'll just kind of go from there. But anyway, so I'm going to flip it over to the game screen because we've at least got Brian here. And so let's flip it on over, and there we go. You can say hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Yes. Hi, Brian. Yes. For all the Brians out there, Brian says hi. So anyway, yeah.
No, stay with that.
So I was making some 5th edition characters.
Oh, gosh.
Because Jennifer's going to be running a game for Colton and I. And
nice.
Colton has picked a new character. He is a fighter who specializes in two-handed greatsword because he's addicted to the Troll Hunter show that's on Netflix. And the Troll Hunter, he's got like the shiny chrome armor.
Yeah.
And he's got like this massive, it's almost like Cloud Final Fantasy VII-esque sword. It's that big thick blade kind of wedge at the end. It's got like a little notch cut out, and it's a magic sword and everything. But he's totally addicted to this show, so he wanted a fighter like Jim the Troll Hunter. So we got him his character. So he's a fighter, he's a weapon master and two-handed sword, and he's like, what was it, he's got acrobatics. He wanted acrobatics so he could flip around and do all the crazy stuff. So he's got him. He called him Sir Braves-a-lot.
Sir Braves-a-lot.
Sir Braves-a-lot.
I like that.
And then I looked at his thing and then his sheet and his his two-handed swords, and I'm like, well, he likes big swords and he cannot lie.
What?
Oh! Now we have a new character. We have a new player.
Sorry, guys. Sorry,
Thanks a lot for that 7 p.m. start time there, Kevin. Appreciate that.
That's my bad. I'm sorry.
It'll be closer to 7:30-ish.
It's.
Oh, okay. He we started closer to 7. It's fine now. All right, hold on. Now I gotta put your camera on the screen here. Hold on.
I know.
I gotta give you your border.
I know.
The big head
video. Oh, it's my head. So let's fix that one.
I'm actually working on getting a different camera. one that won't be so hi. How are
Oh no, you're not even on the screen. I've got 2 copies of myself now because it's added me to the top of the screen as opposed, or the middle of the screen as opposed to the bottom. You know what? Let's try this. Let's widen it up a bit and see how it works. So it puts, yeah, I don't like that. We're gonna go back to there.
What the hell here? Oh, okay, there.
Oh, no. Don't end the meeting.
We just got it started.
There we go. Now I just have to edit your video. So, Kevin, you were not here for me explaining how we're going to do this. So, with the one-shots, we're going to roll off at the beginning of each session for somebody to pick the first character.
Aha.
So then they have to deal with the consequences of the previous player's actions if they get stuck with that character. So Gimpy, the one-handed mage there, sticking it straight into the sphere of annihilation is just,
my bad.
I was going to say, I was not there for this, but I still have to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
I didn't specify.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not.
it's... I have no answer.
He has no
Gonna have to use the
no
cough button
excuse
tonight.
for his failings.
If you keep your head.
Let's make.
That's right.
Too bad we can't make Kevin's head smaller.
I don't.
Like I said, I'm working on that. Looking at getting a new camera. It'll make my head smaller.
All right, so we got the top of his head. Now let's just make him a little bit where we see more of his face.
Can't see with this light. It's you have light coming from behind you, but nothing from over here. Hold on, let me turn on the Falcon.
You know, you're gonna push the button and it's gonna go, and it's not gonna come on.
Right. At that point, you have to turn and go, damn it, Chewie.
It's not my fault. All right, we're almost there.
One of the kids can come waddling in talking about the motivator.
Yeah.
We got this view of oh wait, now we got this view of Kevin. You can see his upper lip. So that works. That works for me, but now I need to adjust his video. All right. Let's go ahead and
I keep moving back, but there's only so far I can go.
You'll be sitting in that curtain before long.
that's right.
Oh, if only.
My arms aren't that long. We're gonna
All
have to
right.
get him a wireless keyboard just so he can play.
There we go. Now we've got Kevin's face on the screen. There
Hi.
we go. All right. Oh, also, milestone today. You will be happy to know that I actually clicked the buttons to unmute the microphones before we started talking.
Wow.
Right? I told you one of these days I would get it. And today is that day. So, yeah.
And all the people that were using this channel to practice lip reading are suddenly disappointed.
Well, they can always mute us. Oh, did you see my shirt today? Today's shirt is yet another Dungeons and Dragons. We've got the Born Lucky with the D20.
Nice.
Potion, sword.
That's his outfit.
Bow.
Is it?
Yes.
So I was telling Brian that we were rolling up characters for 5th edition characters for Jennifer's game. She's going to be running for me and Colton.
Mm-hmm.
And Colton, you've got kids, so And do you have Netflix?
No,
Oh, well,
not as of yet.
okay. Well, Colton is addicted to this show called The Troll Hunter, and it's like this kid that has like this amulet that like gives he speaks the command words, and it like creates this magical armor and this giant 2-handed sword. So we rolled up. He's like,
He holds aloft the mystic sword.
Yes.
Dolly!
Uh oh. There we go. So so he's got this character. He's like, I want a fighter, and I want him to have a 2-handed sword. I want him to use a 2-handed sword, and I want him to be like the troll hunter. So we made him a fighter with a 2-handed weapon, or with weapon mastery of 2-handed swords, and then he's got acrobatics because he wants to be able to do all the flips and dodges and everything. So yeah, he's really excited about that. But his name is Sir Braves-a-Lot.
Sir Braves.
Sir Braves-a-Lot. So, being a two-handed great sword wielder, he likes big swords, and he's lawful good, so he cannot lie.
Sir Braves-a-Lot. That is like the best name.
Yes, Sir Braves-a-Lot. Otherwise known as Jim.
Jim. Some call me Tim.
Tim. So yeah. So we've got that going on, and I've got a rogue who has the charlatan background, and is complete like. I live in all, nobody knows my real name. His disguise, his persona is his disguise. He's got people after him, but he's like a. Have you watched Chamber of Secrets?
Yes.
Okay, so the teacher, the Defense Against the Dark Arts book author, like
Yeah.
It's going to be just like him. He's like all charisma and all dex. And he's the total swindler con man, but he's all charisma trying to talk his way out of things.
What's that?
And then
No, go ahead.
And then I've got another character. I'm playing a wizard. He is a what was it? And he's an evocation specialist. So it's all just like battle magic. He's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, Uber Cheese too. I don't know if you've looked at the 5th edition rules, but you can so OP your wizards and stuff. It's
Really?
yeah, you can. We were playing a game with Jennifer and some of the older kids a couple years back, and like the wizard and the monk were like the big damage dealers, and we're like, no, hold back, flaming sphere, and run it around, smack into these people. Oh crap, they're dark clerics getting ready to heal. Chill touch. Okay, you can't heal now. Ha ha ha! Smack her with the spear. Okay, meat shields go. And then they jumped down the hole and went in and did their berserker barrage, and yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, you can totally cheese out your wizards. It's great.
Nice.
It's awesome. I love it. All right, so let's see. So let's go ahead and have you guys roll a D. What do you want? Do you want big numbers? You want small numbers? You want percentile? Do you want D6? Make it a little bit tighter game.
Percentile.
Oh,
Percentile.
percentile. All right, roll percentile. Whoever gets the highest gets to pick first.
All right, here we go.
52.
52.
52. Oh, and a 77. So we guess we know who's getting stuck with the one-handed mage again.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
And
all
I'm
right.
okay with that.
That's all right. You made the situation, so
I did.
it's only fitting that you get to continue it. Wand of light. What? Oh, where'd my hand
Bloody
go?
stump.
Pain! Because he just jammed it in, and that's what we rolled. We made him roll a what was it? Was it a dex? Did we do a? No, we made him do an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Yes.
Mind you,
The wizard.
Brilliant has an intelligence of 18. So I was like,
He's like, yeah, and boom,
No
he
problem.
rolls that 20. He rolls that 20.
I'm like, that's no D20. You have this wrong. That's not when I want to roll a 20.
Like, no.
Crying out loud, I tell you.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
All right, so Brian wins the roll off.
Brian wins the roll off. So, Brian, you have the wizard, you have the fighter, you have the cleric, and you have the thief. Can't hear you. You're muted. Can't hear you.
There we go. Better.
Hold on. You got a lot of
Okay.
static going on.
A lot of static.
Odd. Better. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just because of the way it turned out last time, I'm going to choose the thief.
Oz. Are you breathing on the microphone, or is it just a really crappy connection?
It may be a crappy connection.
Well, see, you're loud and clear, and there's no noise, so maybe
Right.
you were breathing on it.
Okay.
Breathing your recovery plague germs all over it. So,
Whoever uses this mic next is doomed.
that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the last one, you got Caitlin got on there, and then she catches the plague. She had
Yeah.
that mic right there. She's probably like, plague. It's a good vintage of plague.
Ah. 2018 is that? Yeah.
Excellent. No. Why would you do that? Why?
Uh-oh.
Oh. There we go. Jeez. All right. Man.
I've got to make sure I turn it so that you can see it's Deadpool.
All right. There we go. I'm going back to my window. I gotta make my window bigger so I can see you guys. All right. So, Kevin, you get the choice. Fighter
Yeah, I'm
Cleric.
taking
or
you
wizard.
know who I'm taking. I'm taking the wizard.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to take the wizard
Of
first?
course.
Yeah, because we know it's going to be the last one you get, so you might as well just take it. All right, so you got the fighter and the cleric left.
I'll go ahead and take the cleric. I'll take a spellcaster.
All right, you've got the cleric.
That leaves me with the fighter.
Or wait,
Luscious.
yes, that was
Luscious.
was it a fighter? Yeah, no, it was a cleric.
Hey.
So it's Peter the Pious.
Oh, no, I know. I'm talking about Kevin and Luscious the fighter.
Luscious, yes, good old Luscious. I love Luscious. Oh, good. So we got Peter the Pious, Osgood, Three Fingers,
Yep.
the Rillian, and Luscious. So
Yeah. The wizard is keeping it real.
keeping it real, the Rillian, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So you need the cleric and you need the thief, which, you know what? If I'm not mistaken, let me check real quick. Oh, it is still open. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, that's exactly what Caitlin was using, so.
Yeah, I have the ones that are that were on the messenger. I printed out those two.
Yep, that would be them.
So the only things I need on them are their armor and weapons.
All right. No, why? Oh, there it is. Okay. Quick port. You call this one Brian. Oh, come on. Apparently,
We
I
shall
hit
name
caps
him
lock.
Brian.
And there's one.
Stay tuned.
We will have more. We swear. Now let's put the names back on. We will go Kevin. Kevin is exactly where he was before. And now let's go ahead and add a picture. We're going to add an image. We'll call this image Brian. And we will browse. We will browse for Brian. Oh, wait. Where did Brian go? Brian.
I'm right here.
Wait, hold on.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Pictures. Oh, hold on. No, come on. What is this? Don't
All right,
play
who
with
lives in
my
the thug
emotions.
neighborhood? Because I hear sirens.
That could be me.
Okay.
All right, let's refresh it because it's not showing me. Brian, why is it not showing me Brian?
Well, you know the thugs be OG up there in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
File export.
Remind me when we take a break to let you know what happened last week, Kevin.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. And it's along that lines.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so it saved it to my thumb drive, and I forgot to move it
You
from
have that.
the thumb drive to.
You're all made up and look pretty.
Not that pretty.
There we go. There we go. Brian.
Yes.
Brian. Okay, let's close that. There we go.
Give me a bite.
Brian. Now Brian has a name. Looky there.
Yeah.
So Brian is the thief and the cleric, and Kevin is the magic user and fighter. So now
Luscious and stumpy.
have you found the have you found the characters on the map yet, Brian?
On the what?
On the map?
You may think that it's just a black screen.
Yes.
E-
Scroll down, and then
Holy
scroll
crap.
over.
Zoom out. That's
What in the hell? All right, where are we at?
You are over. Do you know the area where the 3-armed gargoyle is? Up in the upper left-hand corner. I had to check which one made my L. From my perspective. Anyway.
Okay, found him.
Hi, Mary.
That's you, not me.
right. What we're doing today.
Froggy.
The elusive Mary.
We're tracking the elusive Mary Rosenberger. What you have to do is be very, very quiet so as you don't spook her.
Yes. Awesome.
She is not amused.
You have angered her. And must be punish.
It's time to run.
Bro, she's angry. She's angry.
Pick it up, boys.
Oh.
We got to hightail it out of here.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
Mm.
Good. Feeling good. Feeling good. So have you found us yet, Brian?
Hey, wait, hold on. She's threatening me with no more cheesecake. This isn't fair.
Well, you know.
All right, now what did you say?
Have you found the players yet? Have you found all the?
Yes,
Okay.
I've found all the characters.
Awesome. Uh-oh.
I have.
I have to rearrange things. I got all my books hosed up because, you know.
Hold on, I got.
I had to move things around because I was setting up my new system. So let me. Oh, I'm gonna need the power. Where's the power? There's the power. Oh, hold on.
Hey!
Extreme close-up.
Details on that shirt.
I tell ya. I see London. I see France.
I got my notebook on the wrong side of things.
What happened?
All right, what did I miss? Why is everybody laughing? You guys are having fun without me. You're gonna have to do the instant recap.
It was either your belt or your waistband.
I didn't see them.
Got a good shot of.
I guess I missed out.
Oh,
So,
That's all right.
Kevin's singing was what sold it right there.
yeah, one of the two. Something. Ah,
Okay.
a lovely singing voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if
But-
I had a nickel for every time I heard that?
You'd have a nickel.
I'd still owe money. So,
Yes.
you know.
All right. So to recap, the players first found the false entrance on the east side of the ledge there, and then proceeded to get themselves trapped behind a 10-foot thick stone door. You're still crackling. There's a lot of. You should go steal Caitlin's plague set.
No, because Caitlin was having the same problem last time.
Was she?
It may just be the cheap headset I've got for it. You know, it's an $8 headset.
Well,
Yeah. So then everybody had to rest for a whole 8 hours to allow the mage to forget a spell, so that he could transmute the stone to mud, and then everybody was able to escape.
Could the mage have just cast a spell and then waited 8 hours to learn the new spell?
No, I mean he didn't have the spell memorized, but he did have it in his spell book. So he had to forget the spell and then re-memorize and then rest for the 8 hours so that he was able to cast it again.
oh, it was a good time. You know, 10-foot thick. What was it?
Stone.
Well, I mean, how long was it? How wide?
What was it 10 feet wide, 10 feet thick?
Yeah.
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 So he turned it into mud, and then it went and flooded the chamber and out the entryway and whatnot. So then the party found the second entrance, And then that's when Caitlin proceeded to run into every trap in the hallway.
Every stinking trap.
I'm sorry.
She did. Now you got to give her props because she was able to
Not die.
hitting any of the spikes at the bottom of those pits.
Yeah, I think that was more of the luck of the dice than anything.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
So
And luckily,
then,
I had a rope that I could, hey,
Yes.
all right, come on, let's go.
adventurers packs were able to pull her out of the hole. Especially that first one when she fell 30 feet
Yeah.
straight into the bottom. Then every other one was only a 10-foot drop, but that first one with the 30-foot, comedy gold.
All I know is I was sick, so I was like in and out of consciousness, and all I heard was either I'm checking for traps or I'm going to use my boots of speed to run down the corridor.
Yep.
Yes.
That's all I heard.
She got about 10 feet.
Yes.
And fell into
10
a
feet and fell straight into a pit trap.
And then I said, well, what are you doing? Why are you checking for traps? She goes, this thing is nothing but traps. I said, where are you at? She goes, some sort of like tomb or something. I'm like, oh, I know where you're at.
hole. Yep.
Precisely. So.
So, then we make our way down the hall, and there's this big face at the end, and all you see is darkness in the mouth. And
I'm going to stick my wand of light.
I just want to see what's in there because it's
just
pitch
poke it
dark.
in,
I'm like,
poke
okay,
it
let's see
in.
what's in there. And naturally, I fail an intelligence roll, and
Wait, hold on.
I'm
Is
stumpy.
this green? Oh, it's green. It's like... So then at that point, he's like, man. And then they figured out, to tap on the crystals, and then it caused the mist of the walkway to disappear, and then they walked through. One person walked off to the side, and then the thief walked on the actual red inlaid path, and they both disappeared. Was it the fighter? They ended up at the beginning of the dungeon. And then the thief was teleported to the room with the 3-armed gargoyle. Yeah. And then everybody else followed the exact path that the thief was on before the thief disappeared and ended up in the same room. So then
so here we are.
everybody put some gems in the hands of the 3-armed gargoyle. It crushed the gems into powder, and then they're like, well, screw that. And then...
We're losing money.
And then they continued on at that point. And then they crawled through the crawlway
path.
into a 20-foot by 30, 40, 50, 60...
Is that a
70,
75-foot room?
80,
Well, we can see 75
10,
feet.
20,
at least.
30, 40, 50, 60... 70, 75. Yeah, they can see up to 75 feet down with the light that they're using. The light source,
right.
which is not the magic one that was annihilated.
No, it's gone forever.
And then along the walls, of course, you can see figures holding orbs or spheres.
Of annihilation.
Like that. And each of the spheres is a different color.
Oh, great.
And that's all along the walls on both sides. And hold on. And leading down the hall, as you can see them. Let's see. The first column is the wall, the west wall, and the second column is the east wall. So the first column on the west wall, the wall along the wall that you just popped out of the crawl space with is gold, orange, purple, bronze, gray, bright blue, white, turquoise, scarlet, and pale green. You actually crawled out of the gold orb. The hidden door is hidden behind an illusion that was covering the crawlway. into the room with the three-armed gargoyle.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do? The Aurelian.
Well, the mage first. All right. Okay. Yeah. Looking along this wall, I mean, we came out of the gold sphere. Looking at the gold sphere, is there anything that would make it look any different than any of the other ones along this wall?
Negative.
Okay.
There's nothing. I mean, it looks like it's a fresco on the wall. The only reason why you know it's an illusion because you guys poked your head out and went, oh,
Right.
Oh, wait, I can't see my body. What the?
What do I have here?
Look at this. That's
You like my hand?
Stumpy McStumperson.
That's okay. It's the Tomb of Horrors. We'll find it later.
I'm sure we will.
Of course. Sitting in a pile of treasure.
If nothing else, we could recover that wand.
No. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It'll be chasing us down a hall later.
All gone. Yes. With the wand. So,
All right.
yes.
So what I'm going to do, what Thrillian's going to do is...
Inlaid with tiles, and the walls and ceiling are painted with figures of animals, strange signs, and glyphs. And human-like creatures with spheres of different colors. 2-dimensional spheres, of course.
Of course.
Why is it still testing?
It's not testing.
I thought that's what happens when it tests. I know.
Detect Invisible wouldn't do anything. Thrillian is going to go ahead and just... The next sphere on the wall next to the gold sphere, what color is it?
It is orange.
Okay,
And
I'm
it's
going
held at
to-
about waist high.
About waist high.
Yes.
I'm going to inspect the sphere to see if I notice anything unusual about it. I'm not sticking my hand or any other body part into the sphere or on the sphere or anything like that. I just want to inspect it.
How do you want to... So you're just looking at it.
I'm looking at it and trying to get an idea if there's anything unusual about it.
You see nothing.
Okay.
Now, since I don't have a list of equipment or
Oh, gosh.
any of that stuff,
Hold on. Let me open it up real quick.
I just wanted to know if we had a 10-foot pole.
You know, I said that you have all the adventuring gear that you would normally need to go on an adventure. Being characters of the 9th through 12th level, I would assume somebody would have brought a 10-foot pole with them. More specifically, possibly the thief.
Okay, well, since I have a 10-foot pole and not just my hand, I'm going to kind of tap the orange sphere.
Okay, you start tapping it, and it sounds hollow.
Uh,
Where did it go? Where is it? Ah, there we go. Tomb of Horror items.
I see nothing.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see what we got. Shield plate, hammer, potion of growth, rope of entanglement, potion of Osgood, shield, leather, sword, +1 remove, eyes of eagle.
You just let me know if you need any of those to be explained. If you need effects or anything of the items. You weren't here when we described them. I mean, some of them are pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
but...
basically on Osgood, the only two I don't remember, Eyes of Eagle.
Ah, Eyes of the Eagle. Who's laughing?
Mary's making rude shadow puppets next to me.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, Eyes of the Eagle. These optics are also of special crystal and fit over the eyes of the wearer. They give vision 100 times greater than normal at distances of 5 feet or more. The wearer can see at... Or, I'm sorry, 1 foot or more. The wearer can see at 2,000 feet what a person could normally see at 20 feet. Wearing only one of these cusps will cause the character to become dizzy and, in effect, stunned for 1 round. Thereafter, one eye must always be covered to avoid this vertigo. So if you lose one, you have to... like you're at the optometrist. 1 or 2.
That's drunk walking right there is what that is. I'm good. I'm only seeing 4 of you now, so we're good.
Okay,
and then what was the other one?
Well of Many Worlds.
Oh, yes. This was awesome. So this was their emergency escape plan if they couldn't figure out how to get out of the trap where they were like behind the 10 feet. This is pretty awesome. Hold on. The Well of Many Worlds. This strange interdimensional device is exactly the same in appearance as a portable hole. Anything placed within it is immediately cast into another world, a parallel Earth, another planet, or a different plane at your option or by random determination. If the well is moved, the random factor again comes into play. It can be picked up, folded, etc., just as a portable hole. Note that things from the world the well touches can come through the opening just as easily as from the initiating plane. So if you open it up, something can come out and get you right away if it's like right next to it.
So basically it's a cursed item, not really much of anything else.
No.
Well, it's a helpful item.
It could be helpful if you're stuck in that hole where you have no way to escape. You have limited food, you have limited water, the air's getting ready to run out. Oh, here's a better one. You're stuck in the room, the same room, and it's filling up with water, and you don't have 8 hours to rememorize the spell, and you know you're going to be dead in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to drown in about 5 minutes.
But
you open it up and jump through it, and luck of the draw. Where am I going? I don't know.
Actually, on that one, I would almost say open it up and just let the water flow through it. Because it would never fill up.
That's true. But then you open it up. But what if you open it up in the elemental plane of water? And then the water starts coming through that.
You're screwed either way.
Let's see, the
demi sucker around the floor until something else comes up.
What is this, the semi plane of magma?
Oh God!
It's like, oops! Oh no, that didn't work. Well, it got rid of the water. It turned it to steam, but now the room's filling with red hot magma.
Okay, and besides. God, I wish it didn't have a hammer +2, +3 dwarf throwing, because I always see, as long as I have this, I can hit somebody at +3 with a dwarf.
That's right. That was the cursed item that showed up in the Bazaar of the Bazaar for Dragon Magazine. The dwarf thrower. If a dwarf held it, the hammer would throw the dwarf.
Yep. The other one is Wand of Negation.
Come on. The Wand
Just-
of Negation? This is awesome, by the way. Hold on. Let me get there. Hold on. Where is it? No. There's that rat noise again. Oh, I went way too far. There we are. The Wand of Negation. This device operates to negate the spell or spell-like function of rods, staves, wands, and other magic items. The individual with the negation wand points the device, and a pale gray beam shoots forth to touch the target, device, or individual. This will totally negate any wand function and make any other spell or spell-like function from a device 75% likely to be negated. Whether it is of a low-level spell or even an ultra-powerful spell, operation of the wand requires but one segment of a round. It can function but once per round, and each negation drains one charge. The wand cannot be recharged. Or the wand cannot be recharged. But it had, like, what was it? Like 70-some-odd charges, I think?
I think 75.
Yeah, Caitlin rolled them up. I would assume she took notes.
You would assume wrong.
I forgot to document how many charges were on the things. You can roll it, and we can tell you if you want.
No, I'll go with the 75.
Yeah, because it was like it's 100 charges minus 0 to 19. So it was like 75 or 78, something like that. We'll go 78. You can have 78 charges.
Okay.
I'll be generous. What else would you like to do? Anything else you want to know? What about the other character? Who do you got?
He was poking on the orange sphere with a 10-foot.
Yes, and it sounded hollow.
Okay.
And this is where you're going to be able to tell there's different people playing the characters because we play them totally different.
Oh yeah.
Well, you already know what to expect.
Well,
and you're kind of a veteran player of certain types of characters.
not to mention, I tend to come up with the most oddball plans.
Yes.
Which,
like the Kinder with the hoopak and the glow in the dark skull.
I was having to explain that to the kids the other day. I was having to explain Kinders, and then what happens, how handling works, and how the Kinder would sometimes steal, I don't know, the fighter's rod of lordly might right before a fight.
They're like, I need this. Wait, you go to reach for it and it's not there. What?
Yeah,
I searched my pockets. You can't find
it. We were in the library and all we hear is Kevin go, Kinder!
Yes.
Good times.
And then I had like that bag of holding with 100 items in there that I would randomly roll to see what I pulled out.
That's right.
Anyway.
the Kinder's bag of holding. I always had it where you had an option of pulling somebody else's item out. Oh yeah. Hey, wait, that's my sword. Or that's my dagger. Hey, that's my deck of many things. Oh, I was just playing Parcheesi with it the other day.
Right? Playing a little solitaire. Nothing wrong.
That explains why I feel like my soul is missing.
If Kevin, do you have any way we can get that? We can open that hole if it sounds hollow.
I got a hammer.
Because what I'm thinking is, if we can do it right, I'm going to put the well of many worlds in front of the hole. So if it's something bad, whoop, straight down the well. Hey, I will use this thing to the best of my ability.
Yes, but remember, that is a two-edged sword.
I understand that.
I think that's why he's saying he wants to put it in front of the wall, so if something pops out, it might fall into the well.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though.
But
Yeah,
something
could come
The
out
moment
of the
you
well,
open it
too.
up, something could come out.
Start hitting it with a hammer. Down, 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 down. Fold it up, fold it up.
Whack a demon. Ah.
Yeah. You and the cleric over there with the magic hammer slapping on stuff as it pops up.
right. That's 3 points.
For Gryffindor.
Yeah, actually, Luscious has a hammer.
All right, so let's do it that way.
I was thinking
Luscious
about
does
that.
have a hammer.
Yes, he does.
The
Wait,
luscious hammer.
What's
And he
Luscious's
knows how to
charisma again?
Oh, let's see. 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He is luscious.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, I don't think anybody's very pretty though. I think their comelinesses are all pretty like average.
Yeah, no, the comeliness on Luscious is 10.
Yeah.
10
The thief has a
comeliness.
13.
Thrillion.
Yeah.
I got a 13 and a 12 over here.
All right, so let's see, you guys.
Okay, so yeah, Luscious will go ahead and you know, he hears the hollow sound from the poking. So let's see what we can do about putting a hole in this wall.
With the
Let me
hammer.
put a hole in the floor first.
Okay, so Osgood is right here with his hole.
Get in the hole.
So Peter's gonna be standing right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that way if...
Move him over, just in case.
Oh.
Because right here is where the door is. Well, it's kind of right there, really. Kind of in between. I said door. Darn it! I said door. The
I
sphere.
was wondering if he caught
The
it.
sphere.
Spoilers.
It sounds hollow. It could be a door. Anyway,
It could be an alcove.
so it sounds
All right.
hollow. It's the sphere. What are you doing?
I'm going to attack the sphere.
Okay.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
Don't tempt me.
I'm attacking
That's
the darkness.
I have magic missile. I have flaming sphere. Melf's. I really like Melf, by the way. Melf's acid arrow. Melf's minute meteors.
As long as you don't have, oh, damn, what was the name of it? The flame one, it's like a first level spell where you got to put your fingers together. Yeah.
Yes, that was
Was it
burning
tough?
hands.
Burning.
Burning
hand.
hands. Yeah. I hope you don't have that one because it's not going to work very well.
I don't know how much I have that needs 2 hands, but we'll find out.
Yeah, he'll be like, I tried to cast, and I'm like, no.
No. What do you mean no? You only have half the components.
You only have half the semantic portion. So,
So Luscious goes ahead and whacks the orange sphere with his hammer.
all right, Luscious. You hit it, and it goes kaboom. It sounds really hollow. Are you going
Does it
like
even-
full bore, like max damage type?
Right? Does
All
it
right.
even like you know
Roll
shape the
damage.
fresco?
Yes, the paint does kind of come off it a little bit. It looks like it's a door covered in plaster and painted.
Okay,
with a
so this is
fresco.
+9. That's 11 points.
Where is it? Let's go. There we go.
Maybe dried out.
Hmm. Let's do this.
Two seconds, guys. Hold on.
It shatters apart.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back.
Whatever it was, the door shatters, and behind it, you find you see a tiny little insect, goes in about 6 to 8 inches.
Okay.
So, welcome back, Ryan. It goes in the.
I was listening.
It's
Thank
hollow
you.
about 6 to 8 inches behind it, and then it's a stone wall. You kind of pull it out, and you find that it is in fact a false door.
There's 12 of those we all get for, right?
Who'd have thought it might be a door?
A false door.
A false door. Look, we've had plenty of experience with false doors in this adventure already. Thank you very much.
You're like, I look behind me.
Do I hear a click? Or rumbling or grinding or...
I'm going to check it for traps.
I won't go like this.
Check what for traps?
The false door.
The false door that you just blew off the hinges with a hammer strike.
Oh, okay.
You find no traps amongst the debris of the door that his hammer just bust through.
I want mine.
Okay.
So, next up. So, directly behind you, you have pale blue, which is the first one at the north of the east wall, silver, green, yellow, pink, black, violet, red, buff, and indigo. The pale blue is at shoulder height. The silver is at foot height. The green is held high above the head. Yellow is at shoulder height. Pink is held high above the head. Black at the feet. Pale violet at the shoulder. Red at the waist. Buff at the feet. And indigo held high above the head. The gold is held high above the head. Orange is held waist high. Okay, well then, whatever. Purple at the feet, bronze held waist high, gray at the shoulder, bright blue at the feet, white held high above the head, turquoise at the shoulder, scarlet at waist high, and green at the feet. But,
Okay,
so the gold
question.
one that you came out of, you went up and then fell out, apparently.
Oh, okay.
It was high above the head.
I see. And then the orange one that we just busted was...
Waist high, I thought.
Waist
that
high.
Was waist high?
Yes.
And that was like a full-on door.
Yeah, it was the false door behind it.
All right, I'm going to pick up my well
Okay.
before something comes slithering out.
You're like, fold, 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 fold.
Let me put this in my back pocket. I'm gonna start going down with my 10-foot pole and tapping orbs.
Okay.
What's
Well,
the next one?
Do you want to do the west wall first? Way down the west wall, and then come back up the east wall if we don't find anything?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
kinda
The next
figured
one
out.
down is purple at the feet. You start
Okay,
tapping on it, and it sounds hollow behind it.
Oh. All right, I'm going to check it for traps.
All right, roll.
Pacha!
Nice. You find no traps.
Oh, fuck. Of course.
That's a great roll. You don't find nothing.
But at least I know I probably didn't find nothing.
you
You're
know,
certain
it's kind of like, man, I rolled a 20. Yeah, you failed your intelligence check.
I think we're good.
All right, so yeah, you find no traps.
I'm going to kind of push on it with the 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey, do you have to go pick Chrissy up from work?
I actually don't, but if we need to take a quick break right around then, that would be...
Okay, I didn't know when you guys wanted to take a break. But
We can take a break at 8:30. That's fine.
8:30?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8:30 sound good?
Yeah, it's good.
8:30
with
sound
me,
good,
yeah.
Sandy?
She's good with it.
Okay.
Best D&D wife ever.
That's well.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Coulter's got some contention for you on that.
I think Mary too has some contention on that as well.
Say top 3.
That's right. It's a tie.
There you go.
She has a room yet?
Oh goodness. All right. So,
Okay.
you
So
press
I say
on
let's
it.
just use-
Nothing
let's
really
grab-
happens.
You know, you
I
got
mean-
the pole. You can check for traps, and we'll just kind of walk behind you.
No.
Thanks.
Now, what would you like to do?
All right, we know this one's hollow. I'm assuming since we have, standard, I'm going to take some chalk and just kind of mark above it so we know this one's hollow.
Okay.
And then go to the next one and do the same thing, kind of tap it with the pole.
It sounds like a wall. It sounds solid. It does not, in fact, sound like it's hollow.
That's what gets me is, they've all, well, I say all, they haven't sounded hollow, or the ones that have sounded hollow, and I don't know. I'll mark it, move on.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that you guys are checking the wall, but you're not checking the floor.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm going down a trap.
And the floor opens up and roll a d6. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so you go and you tap at the next one, and
Yeah.
let's see. So that was it's gray.
Uh-oh.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Oh, it's that one.
You tap on it, and it sounds solid.
Okay. I'm going to mark it. Move on.
There is no sphere at the next figure. And the next one after that is a bright blue sphere at the feet.
All right, we'll tap it.
Sounds solid.
The figure that's missing the sphere,
Yeah.
is it like positioned like it should be holding one?
No.
I want to check for traps around
I was gonna say check it around anyway.
All right, go ahead and roll. You find no traps.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. It just seemed a little odd. You know, sphere, sphere, sphere. Nope. Sphere, sphere, sphere.
Yes.
Yeah, Sesame Street comes to mind. One of these things is not like the other. All right. Next sphere.
White held high above the head.
I'm going to tap it.
Hold on. All right. It sounds solid.
They've switched shit up on us. All right. How many more spheres do we have on this one?
3 more.
Okay. Let's go ahead and mark this one, move to the next. And, we'll tap on it. Oh.
Hold on. Gotta keep moving, you guys. Hold on. Let me...
Ah!
Yes, disappeared.
Well, where is my blush? Oh, there he is. Okay. There's not... Okay, either there's only 3 more and there's nothing else, or we just open up a whole new can here.
Holy crap.
Hey, I've got an idea. And it might be kooky.
That's not bad.
That would be normal.
Yes.
Why can I not... I cannot mark a position on the map. Oh, hold on. Maybe if I do this. What if we were to check over here?
Okay, hold on, because...
Hey! Come on now. Hold on. Shh.
Well, because, I mean, we came in over here. And we started checking here.
Yeah.
So... go... That's where we checked, and we've checked all the way down along here, and maybe check over here.
You're not supposed to see that.
I mean, by all means, does this room have any end in sight from where we're standing?
Yes. As a matter of fact, if you scroll down, you can see where it ends. And let me do something real hand. That's not really noticeable. You see an archway down at the end of the...
You'll pardon me for being suspicious of doorways or holes in the wall.
I don't like that one either. Let's do...
Anything that it seems easy in this is not.
Right? Okay.
There we go. An archway! Ha ha ha!
Ha-ha!
As a matter of fact, the archway at the end of the corridor looks like... that one again.
Looks like a frozen page.
Looks Looks
There
like
we
the
go.
same one that we went through to basically get where we're at now.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Lovely.
Well, we can keep on checking the orbs along this wall, and then we'll go back up the east.
Yeah. We'll check all the orbs before we move into any archways.
Right.
All right. So next orb, the gray one, or did we do the gray one?
You are
just did-
at. Yeah, we just. No, you did the white one.
No, we just did the gray one.
Because you did bright blue at the feet because there was nothing there. The gray one was before the space, and then you would check the next one, and then you went, wait a minute, let's go back and check here, and there was nothing there, and then you moved on to the turquoise at shoulder height.
Okay.
Okay. So Tappy. Excuse me.
Tapping. A little tappy tap.
Tap, tap. Everybody moves down. You tap on the scarlet at waist high, and it sounds solid.
Okay, and is that the last one on this wall? Or is there one more?
There is one more. The pale green at the feet.
Okay, let's tap on that one.
All right, you tap, tap, tappy on that one, and it also sounds solid.
Okay, mark it. Let's go ahead and go across to the other side.
All right. Well, let me describe the archway that you're now next to. The archway looks identical in shape as the one that you encountered in the main entryway.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you pass within 3 feet of the portal, as before with the other one, the stones light up in color, or start glowing in colors. And the colors are olive on the lower left, russet as the keystone, and citron on the lower right.
Well, they were really getting into deep with the colors on this.
That's right.
I'm sorry, did I fail to mention my cleric is colorblind?
I see gray, light gray, and dark gray.
And the archway is a misty haze obscuring the view of what lies beyond the archway.
Okay. Do you want to just kind of wait
Let's
on this?
ignore. Yeah, let's ignore this for the moment. I've got some +2 arrows. I'm shooting one through that sucker before we walk in.
I've got magic missile.
There you go. You can attack the darkness, and it'll be legitimate.
I'll throw flaming spear into that some bitch.
Fireball.
Yes. All right. Well, since we are down at the end there and are going to start working our way back up the wall there, why don't we take our break now?
All
5
right.
minutes early.
How long do you guys need?
Oh, 10 minutes.
10, 15.
10 minutes? Okay. Coulter, while we're gone, can you do me a favor? Mark where the orbs are.
Oh, you hate me. Okay.
Well-
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll see. Maybe.
All right. Are we off the air?
Nope. All right, hold
Oh.
on. And we will go to intermission. We will be right back.